and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dorothy Cornelius. You know what, I get this question a lot of people ask me, so Dorothy, the way school is not easy, schooling in Canada is really much that thing. If you ever should get a chance to choose again, would you still choose the school route? I always tell people yes, I will forever choose the school route, even though it is so stressful and super expensive. I will choose that because I get to have my freedom, and also because naturally I love school, honey. I love school, even though yes, it comes with bullying sometimes. People throw things at you, so many assignments, so many things happen in school, sometimes it's so hard for you to process. You just want to kill somebody sometimes, but it is what it is. But I love school. But guess what, if I had a chance again to come back to school in Canada, let's say start out fresh as a student coming in, these are some of the things I would have put in place. So if you're ready, I am ready. Let's do this.
If you run with me, I gotta work for the both of us. I'll put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry in the love.
So first of all, before I even think about whatever, I would prepare myself mentally and not physically. When I was coming in, I was thinking more of, yes, I'm gonna get the 3 jobs, I'm gonna be okay, I'm smart, I've built myself, I worked 2 jobs back in Ghana, so I know I can handle pressure physically. I'm ready for it, but I wasn't prepared mentally. So when I got here, it was hard for me. To me, I feel like my adjustment would have been a bit easy, but it didn't happen that way. It took me a while, but I'm okay. So if I had the chance to come in here again, I would, yes, prepare myself physically, but I will also prepare myself mentally, and I also prepare myself spiritually. For the emotional side, I don't mind being vulnerable. I take accountability very seriously, and in as much as I expect that from people, I hold myself to it as well. So for that part of it, I don't have any issue with it. Emotionally, I can be vulnerable, so I'm okay with that. But mentally, I was not prepared. I was still having that Ghana, mindset and everything, and it's supposed to be that way. I wasn't ready to just embrace the system. The second thing and I would have done if I got a chance to come in here again and do this thing all over again, is to really research about the Canadian school system. Yes, I did 1 or 2 background check, learn about the history of Canada, 1 or 2, but I didn't really look at the Canadian system, or even try to compare that to what I was used to for like 25 years. I didn't compare that. I was thinking, you know what, I'm good, I'm strong, I'm a hard girl, I'm a hustler, I will get over it. And that was what I was. I'm here and I'm killing it. I'm good, I'm okay, I'm above waters, I'm alive, so I'm good. But if I had taken time out to really learn more, I feel like I will not be caught off guard. I would have expected certain things, and I would have been prepared, to meet that kind of hardship or that kind of pressure. But because I didn't, and I threw myself into the wild waters, it took me a while to find my balance. So definitely I would have done more research on the Canadian school system. Another thing that I would have done if I had a chance to start all over again, definitely, is to choose a course that gives me an automatic break, like this one I did, so that I didn't have to lose $10,000 to learn sense. Do you get it? The thing is that when we are coming in here, we are so excited to come in that when we choose certain courses and we just choose them, sometimes you don't even know what we want to do with it. Do you get it? We just choose them because, hey, it's my way to get in. But it does matter, because you're the one coming to do it. So imagine you're coming in, there's no space for you to breathe. You would definitely break down, and it's not good. It's very easy to see if the course you're taking actually gives you a break or not. So you see, with all this information, it would have been much better if I knew all that and I was coming in. So you get an automatic break, because recreation and leisure services, we don't have classes in summer. So last year summer, in as much as this year I'm doing my co-op, because in a way I'm still in school, last year I had a summer break. It's more of the winter intake and the fall intake. Summer is most of the time free. The only time you don't have summer free is when you're doing your co-op or your intention. But that is something I would have really looked into if I had a chance to do this all over again. I would look for programs that will give me an automatic break, so I don't have to stress. I know that I have a summer break that I can at least work and save up and continue with my learning, you know. Another thing that I would have done differently is I would have paid my tuition fee in full, even if I was allowed to come in with my first semester fee. Now, other places you have to pay in full. Some people even pay 2 years before they come. The Indians, when they come in, I think they have this system with their government that the government pay their school fees, and when they come here, they work it out and they pay back their government. So sometimes they come in here and their school fees are paid in full, 2 years tuition paid in full. So in as much as they come in here and they are working and they're getting money and they are paying back loans, it's loans to their government back at home, not to the school. So they have this easy breeze around it when it comes to tuition and everything. Do you get it? So for me, what I would have done differently, I would have paid my tuition fee in full, or even for the 2 years if I could, before even stepping foot in Canada. So another thing that I would have done differently, maybe rent 6 months in advance. Yes, because when you come in here, you don't even know when you're gonna get a job. Because when I came in here in September, I got a job. I started working around October, November. I had somebody that had to go through an entire semester without a job. So imagine he or she wasn't having a supportive parent or a supportive partner. Like, what would she have been feeding on? Do you get me? So I would have paid my rent maybe 6 months in advance, so at least if I don't have money to do so much, I will still sleep on my bed and drink water. You get me? Another thing was, I would have saved enough that when I got in here, I would have bought a car straight up. Bought a used car straight up, because it would have served as another source of income for me. If you have a used car, not really fancy but not really old, that will not be breaking down and giving me problems every 2 seconds. But you can be a delivery person, deliver food. If you don't want to drive people because if you feel like Uber, if you feel like Uber is not your thing for you, you're not ready to drive people or even take your maid because you don't know who you're going to pick. You might actually pick the boy. If you don't want to get into Uber because you don't wish to pick that boy that you're crushing on, or that girl that you're crushing on, I understand. You can just be delivering food, and that is fine. Be a delivery person and deliver, and you get some money, So in as much as you have your 9 to 5, you still have something else you're dealing with. It's good. I would have done that. I would have bought a car, knowing that in this part of Canada, it is a necessity and not a want. Another thing I would have done differently is I would have taken my French lessons a bit more seriously, because being bilingual here is an asset. Talk of multilingual, girl, money. It would have been good. I didn't take my French seriously, even though yes, I can take it now, but right now I have so much on my plate that there's certain things that I still have it on my vision board to do. But if I had those before coming, if I was fluent in French before coming, un peu, small, like I would have been making the l'argent. You feel me? Another thing too is I would have taken my YouTube very seriously. Imagine that I had already monetized back at home. Honey, that would have been another source of income for me. Coming in here and at least getting $200, bi-weekly or monthly, something, at least getting some small coins from YouTube would have added something, maybe pay my phone bill or buy me groceries when I need it, at least save or put that in an emergency fund, it would have helped. But no, I didn't. But that is fine. We live to learn. And lastly, this thing, anytime I tell my friends here, they always tell me that, Dorothy, you might never know, because sometimes there are certain things that you have to do by yourself. So maybe if you had not done this by yourself, you would not have taken the journey at all. What am I getting at? Sometimes I feel like if I had the chance to do this all over again, maybe, I'm not sure, I would have done it with maybe a partner. I wouldn't have, I would have maybe been with somebody that would also want to be on this journey with me, and we would have come in to Canada together as a couple, try to make this thing work. Because trust me, it is so nice when it's 2 people in this thing. Trust me, it is so easier when it's 2 people suffering in this system, especially when you're in here the first year. When you're 2, things are easier, there's comfort, there's warmth, you get to breathe a little, and knowing that you have somebody by your side that is going through what you're going. You get to encourage each other, you get to, you know, share ideas, you get to even cry together, you get to be happy together, you get to grow together. It is nice. But like what my friends are also saying might be right. Maybe if you had a partner, you would not even feel like I'm embarking on this journey, because you might never know. Sometimes it's good to be independent to embark on certain journeys, you know, so you're not distracted. So I knew why I wanted this journey. Do you understand me? And maybe if I was married back at home, nothing would have made me want to move here. Maybe I would have just visited and go back. So like I said, maybe if I had done this with a partner, it would have been something wonderful. Everything happens for a reason. So that is not a strong point. Do you understand? But sometimes I just wonder how it would have felt if I was on this journey maybe with my husband or with my boyfriend of like 5 years, 6 years, and we are working towards this thing today. It would have been a nice feeling, you know, because I always wondered how the experience would have been like, because I know I would have really bonded with this person, because I would say Canada brought out the vulnerable side of me a lot. It didn't. At the back of my mind, I'm always thinking of, if you're vulnerable, you are weak. But Canada changed that mentality, that perception I had. Canada helped me see the strength in vulnerability. My heart of hearts, you know, I feel like I'm scared, I can do that, I can do this, but Canada really made me have more confidence in myself as an independent person, you know, as a woman, as a single person, that I can handle this. And I feel like, to me, it adds on to the kind of person that I am, and I can boldly say that my husband to be is a lucky motherfucker, because I am the total package. After this stress, after this wala, what is it that you bring that I can't face? What is it that you bring that I can't do? So yes, it's been a wonderful experience. My first year was really, really hard. It really shook my core. I wouldn't lie about that, but we live to learn, and I'm happy I had to experience that, because it made me see the other side to me, and it made me realize how also important people are in your life as a person, that no matter what you think you are never an island. And that too I learned over here. So yes, I am excited for my journey. If I got the chance to ever do this again, these are the things that I would do differently. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking of coming to Canada, please go back to your drawing board, and whatever it is that would work for you, take it out and trash the ones that you don't need. You get me? And make it better for you when you get here, because we are here to live a fulfilled life. Don't come here and come and stress. Take all the things I did wrong and make it right for you. Live to learn. I know school is stressful, but we're all here to make it fun as well, because no matter how you're thinking of it, it's still a life experience. It's still your life. If you even come in here for just a year, it's still 1 year of your life. You gotta make it count. No matter what it is, it's going to shape you. It's going to shape your future self. So you gotta live it right. Do you get it? If you get a chance to think about it thoroughly, please do, because sometimes try and error what we do for here. Some people, you over them. Do you get it? And it's by His grace that we do this try and error, and we are still able to come back and still stay focused. Some people try this try and error, where this try and error take them go. It's only God. You get me? Because when you're desperate, you might fall into the wrong crowd, and otilo, you are gone. Do you get me? So honestly, it's by His grace that we try this. We do this try and error, then we still come back, and we are still able to, you know, find our feet and get back into the game. Plan properly before you decide to come in here, and trust me, it would be for your own good. My name once again is Dorothy Cornelius, and see you in my next video.